Willkommen zurück. Ja, ich wage mich erneut an the Stanley Parable und heute habe ich mir mal als Vorbereitung einige Guides bzw. einige Graphen durchgelesen, die aufzeigen, wo man lang gehen muss, damit man das ganze Spiel spielen kann, wenn man es denn so nennen möchte. Ja, und daran werde ich mich jetzt heute versuchen. Und außerdem werde ich versuchen, alle Achievements zu bekommen und dieser ganze Spaß. Warten wir also darauf, dass es mal wieder fertig gehat zum Laden, Alter. Yo. Warum sind diese Ladezeiten so lange? Ja, das kennen wir schon.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Ja, das war ja schon mal ein voller Erfolg. Ich hasse dieses Spiel. Aber ich liebe es, aber ich hasse es, aber ich liebe es, aber ich hasse es. Fangen wir also wieder
All
von
of
vorne
his
an.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Whatever. Ja, wieder schön die PCs ausmachen. Oh, was ist das? Awaiting Input. Wie? Davon habe ich auch gelesen, aber ich weiß nicht, was man da machen soll. Ja. Gut, jetzt. Hä? Meine Güte, wieso ist dieses Spiel so fucking verwirrend? Mach den Computer aus. Ich klicke gerade wild auf dem PC rum, falls ihr es noch nicht gemerkt habt. Kommt schon! Muss doch was passieren! Ja, ich kann immer noch nicht jumpen. Springen. Ah! Halt nicht.
When Stanley came
ja,
to
bla
a set
bla
of
bla
two
bla bla.
open
Nein, nein, nein,
doors,
nein,
he
Scheiße.
entered the door on his left.
Eigentlich nach rechts, aber gut. Dann machen wir halt so weiter. Hier war eigentlich auch nur noch was ich noch nicht gemacht habe.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Danke für den Tipp.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Mal sehen, wer länger durchhält.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Boah. Kann man so sagen. Aber ich werde hier bleiben.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Ah.
Standing around doing nothing?
Ja.
Why? Please offer me
Darum.
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Dich zu mobben, weil es dich so schön aufregt. Kevin.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Wirst das nicht gewinnen.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Nö, ich bleib hier.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Du irrst dich.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Und dann noch was? Gut, ich glaube, ich habe Kevin genug aufgeregt.
Coming to a staircase,
Ja,
Stanley
bla, bla, bla,
walked
bla, bla.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. Mist. So weit gegangen.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Hölle.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly
danke,
walked
es geht
forward
weiter.
into the opened passageway.
Ich schwebe! Ich schwebe! Oh. Ja, ja, das kennen wir alles. Bla 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 bla.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Uiuiuiuiuiui. Gut, den Teil hier kennen wir schon. Ich starte das mal kurz neu. Los geht's. Vroom, vroom.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Haben
it
wir jetzt
mean?
wieder so ein PC hier?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah. Input received. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nö.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What?
Aha,
really?
wieder verarscht.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Ja.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Das hatten wir schon.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Bla bla
Stanley
bla,
walked
ich will die
through
blaue.
the red door.
Nö.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nö. Blau.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ja, ich gewinne. Gut.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Geh einfach mal wieder hier lang. Leck mich.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Gibt's dazu auch eine Erklärung? Ist 1 das Beste oder ist 5 das Beste? 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide Leaderboard. Alles klar. Meine Fresse.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Nein.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Und das jetzt 4 Stunden lang. Ich könnte mir keine Paarung von nervigeren Geräuschen vorstellen. Okay, lassen wir das jetzt einfach mal. Tschüss!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Nö. Das ist irgendwie die Billo-Version von Minecraft. Da kann ich die Tür ja nicht mal selber öffnen und schließen. Das wird doch garantiert da einsperren. Nö. Ah, kann nicht springen. Kann keine Blöcke abbauen. Bin gefesselt an Ort und Stelle. Mist.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining. Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Warum? Pilze.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh Mann.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Dieses Spiel! Erstmal aus der Toilette trinken. Nein, aus der Toilette trinken. Oh Gott, die Source Engine. So funktioniert Physik. Kann ich wirklich erkunden, wenn du die Tür nicht aufmachst? Hä? What? Oh. Oh, Gut. Gut. Gut.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Nicht wirklich.
Genius.
Ja. Letztes Level in Portal.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Alles klar. Na dann. Ui. Was zur Hölle? Was zur Hölle? What? Nein! Nett. What? Ja. Ein Licht. Ähm. Ja. In daheim. Verstehe dieses Spiel einfach nicht. Warum, weshalb, wieso? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Ja auch. Ah. Ah.